This is Muscle Central and I'm Michael Diamond. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, when we talk about greatest bodybuilders, greatest Mr. Olympias, Lee Haney is always going to be in that conversation. 8-time Mr. Olympia. What if Lee Haney came along in a different era, a few years later, mid-90s, late 90s, early 2000s, would he have been at the top and dominate like he did during his era? Now, before you stop the video and jump into the comment section and chew me out, hear me out. Okay, let's say Lee Haney came along a few years later, in a different era. Dorian Yates, as we all know, ushered in the era of the mass monster. Dorian Yates, at his biggest and best, was pushing 260 on the stage. And remember, he always came in conditioned. Now, Lee Haney at 5'11", at his best, 240 pounds. Now, after Dorian, Ronnie, and Jay, they were at another level of mass. Came in even bigger. Now, you can't take the physique that Lee Haney had in his era and match it up against the later physiques as they started hitting 260 and better in condition. He would start to look a little lean next to them. He wouldn't be as overpowering. And keep in mind, he was very overpowering on the stage. Well, you could say that if Lee was in a different era, he would do what he needed to do, and he would still be right there at the very top. That's where the problem is, at least the way I see it. I've listened to Lee talk on many occasions, and I got a good feeling of how he is, how he thinks, how he works, and he would need, if he could come along in a later era, he would have needed to go a little beyond where he was going. There was a line, the line would have been extended and he would have had to cross that line. And listening to him talk through the years, my impression is that he probably would not be willing to take it to that point and cross that line. It's just a feeling that I get hearing him talk through the years. Now, he probably could have been very successful in a lot of different endeavors, but I do not think that he would have been willing to go to that point. Now, on the other hand, if he would be willing to take it to that level with the genetics he has, and he was definitely very blessed genetically, yeah, he could very well have still dominated and been at the very top in those eras that preceded his. But once again, going on my judgment and the way I see it, listening to him talk, I don't think he would have been willing to cross that line. Okay, you can agree or disagree with what I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.